Hello, everyone. Look at them guns there, huh? Look at that. Don't be jealous. I know. Anyway, I'll just tell them the story of when I was in the military. Mind you, I'm a veteran, a real veteran, and I served my country. And like many people didn't, but I served my country, and I would die for this country because it's the greatest country in the world. Love it. Love it.
Free country.
Freedom, the land, the history.
No slaves.
The founders of this beautiful country.
The slaves, remember?
That's over with. That's been abolished many years ago. Thank God for that. So anyway.
Yeah, because you would have been my slave. I would have been using you to give me a massage every day.
Look at that.
While you were sleeping, if you didn't want to work for me as a slave, I would have took a metal chair while you're sleeping. I'll hit you in the back with it.
Anyway. I was in the Navy and in the Army. And when I was in the Navy, during boot camp, I remember that a long time ago, back in the I joined in 90 and I got
What's the 99?
1990, and I got in boot camp in 91. I remember getting off the bus and he said to me, I was yapping a little bit and he said, everybody be quiet, and I didn't feel like being quiet. So he said, drop and give me 20. And I was like, no, I'm not doing nothing. And he said, drop and give me 20 push-ups. I said, well, you do it because I'm not doing push-ups. And he said, looks like I'm going to have a problem child here. I said, guy, looks like you are. And then we got to the barracks and I did what I had to do. And anyway, this one time, in the barracks, there are certain rules you have to abide by, which means you have to follow. And one of them is you cannot, under any circumstance, bring food in there, because when you bring food in there, then you leave the potential of getting insects. So back then, being a young teen, I didn't care. So I remember I bought food because they only give you like 5 minutes to eat, and that's not enough. I mean, it takes me an hour or more to eat this, and I just started an hour ago.
So true.
It took me 5 minutes to eat, and you have to learn how to eat quickly. So there was a donut, I remember, and it was delicious. It looked so good, and I didn't want to throw it out, so I put it right in my pocket. It was safe, and it felt warm, and it felt great with me. You know? So, by the way, ironically, 20-something years later, I became a police officer. How about that? So then I took that donut and I brought it to the barracks, and I had it hidden in a beautiful, nice place that I made for it, for like goodies that I sneak in there. And mind you, that wasn't the first time. So I had it hidden, and then all of a sudden there was a random inspection, and I was like, oh man, I'm screwed now. So they did an inspection. Chris, you gotta turn it. They did an inspection, and no, after they did the inspection, they went through everybody's locker, and then they got to mine. And when they pulled out the drawer, whoop, there was food in there, a donut. He said to me, how did I get there? And I said, I don't know. He said, where did you get it from? I don't know. Somewhere. And so he said, no, keep it straight.
It's so hilarious.
So he said, what are we going to do about this? And I'd say nothing. And I remember his name was Petty Officer Eastern and Petty Officer Ziglowitz, Company 262. That was in Great Lakes, Illinois, Chicago.
Word.
And he said to me, well, I tell you what, that's what you're going to do. When you get your table, everybody prepare, because all of you are going to get punished because of him. And in my mind, I was like, so what? You know, you're punishing them, not me, so I don't care. You know, I'm a bad boy. So then,
You're still a bad boy right now.
They line up everybody in front of their barracks, in front of their bunk beds, and they got a table, like a school table, like a classroom table, excuse me, with a chair. And he said, this is what we're going to do. We're going to take that donut, we're going to sit down on the table. You're going to sit down, you're going to eat it in front of everybody. Everybody's doing PT because of you. And I was like, okay. So I went to the table and I sat down with a smile like this. And then I started eating. Well, everybody's doing push-ups and jumping jacks and burpees and all this, and I'm sitting down relaxing, eating. So I started eating it, and then he says to me, he says, "So you enjoyed it?" I was like, "Yes, I am enjoying it very much, thank you." And I said, "Can I have a drink, please?" And then it was so good. I remember the effects that came out of the other side, like this. So then he says, I said, "Can I get you a drink?" He says, "What do you like?" I said, "I like a Sprite." So he got me a Sprite, he put it on the table, and I started drinking. And he said, "So you're enjoying yourself?" I said, "I am enjoying myself very much. I'd like to thank you for that donut, for letting me eat it. It's really delicious." He said, and how do you feel? Everybody else is exercising because of you. I said, "Better them than me. Who cares? I'm hungry. Okay." And everybody had mixed emotions. Some were upset, some were laughing, but collectively, everybody started laughing. They couldn't be upset at me, and it was not my intention, to make them laugh. I was just hungry, and me and my donut, we're not going to separate each other. And by the way, even after that day, I still bought more in. I just found a better place. And then... No, I ain't done yet.
Okay, just go. Just keep on going.
No, you're too close, dude.
Okay.
Everybody wants to see me up close. They need to go, like to the Olympia stage, and they'll see me there. Slide back. So then... he couldn't get me. So what he made me do instead was, he made me play a dumb game called Dead Cockroach, Live Cockroach. So I'd have to go in front of everybody, and this time, everybody... Come on, Chris, stop doing that.
What was I doing face again?
Everybody started laughing, and I didn't care. But it was called Dead Cockroach, Live Cockroach. I'd be on my back, my legs up, and he said Dead Cockroach, I don't move. He said Live Cockroach, I gotta wiggle my legs and my arms.
Like a worm.
And I did that for 2 hours. It was either that,
or get beat up.
Or a break. So
what is that? A break?
Yeah, military job.
Oh.
Easy choice. You don't follow rules, you get it. You don't follow directions, you get it.
Get this out of here, this is junk.
So I did it. Another time, real quickly, every morning they come in like 4 o'clock in the morning, they start making all this racket to wake you up on your beauty sleep. Can you tell? Moneymaker, beauty sleep. So they wake you up, and it's the most annoying thing ever. So I remember I slept on the top bunk, so he'd wake me, everybody up, get up, BT, and I'm like, oh my God, here we go again. So I get off the top of the bed, and where do you think I went? Under the bed. So I went to the ground and slid under the bed, went right back to sleep. And he told me to get out, and I stuck my hand out and say, no, I'm tired, I want to go to sleep. And then he'd go in to reach for me, and I slide out the other side. I was very skinny. Try doing that now, it ain't happening. I won't be able to fit under the bed. So, mind you, I was a problem child, just like you said when I got off the bus. I lived that legacy, and I'm very proud of it, and I do it all over again. But nonetheless, I did it in the military, I made it, and I got my honorable, and they did shake me up. Thank you for watching another great and exciting episode of... Another great exciting episode of episode 5, The Game Creeper. So, talk to you later. Take care. Brush your hair. Say hello to your host. Who's the cameraman that doesn't know how to hold the camera, keeps shaking all over the place.
He's a drop.
They want to see the gun show. Alright guys, you want to see me again? Buy my magazine.
Peace out. Game Creeper.
I got my magazine.